I'm Sebastian, this is Leo, and these are my top 10 tips for starting a YouTube channel that you may not have thought of before. I'm just gonna put him down. So tip number 1, brainstorm. Get together with people that you trust, with opinions that you value, and start figuring out what you would want your channel to be. So let this be a really open process. Throw ideas out there, even if they're kind of crazy, figure it out, and then start nailing down and pick a direction. Tip number 2, this is really simple. Get all your branding in order. You don't want to upload any videos to a channel that doesn't have a little logo and your banner. That's mostly it. If you want a watermark, make a watermark. Upload those to your YouTube page. That's gonna require a bit of a photo shoot, some Photoshop skills, something. Just make sure that your brand kind of looks like what you kind of want it to look like. And remember, you can always change this later, but start somewhere so it looks good. Tip number 3, watch YouTube. Sometimes not everyone is super into YouTube as a social media platform and a community. If that's you and you're just getting into YouTube to market your product, get used to the community. Figure out what it's like. Find channels that you like and would like to emulate. What are your favorite videos from them? Or just your favorite YouTube videos in general. Maybe you don't like the channel, but you like one thing somebody did. Find what you like. I guarantee you that there are people out there that are similar to you with like interests that have a YouTube channel. They don't have to be YouTubers. They might just have a channel. Ultimately, that is what being a YouTuber is. It's as unique as you are. Also, make sure that you're looking at channels that are current that you like. That's probably gonna be more reliable for assuming that if you were to emulate it, you might be a little bit more successful. Now, this isn't a hard and fast rule to do the things that you like, because what you like may actually not work on YouTube. So make sure you're finding people that you like that are doing well on YouTube. So make that list, do your research, watch your videos, be a content consumer for a little while so that you know how to be a content creator from the perspective of a content consumer. Step 4, learn how to structure your videos for maximum success. That means suggested views. Those are the best kinds of views on YouTube. Those are the viral views. And to get suggested views, you need watch time. And to get watch time, you need to get quality videos out to people. People aren't going to watch for a long time what isn't good. I have a whole other video explaining video structure, which I'll put a link to up here. That structure will help you make better quality, which will make people want to watch, which will just make everything work for you on YouTube. Fingers crossed. So I dare you to stress test my formula that I present in that video against basically any really big viral hit on YouTube. A very large majority of videos right now follow this kind of structure where they tell you what they're gonna tell you, they explain it a little more, they get into it for a long time, and then they wrap it out. Viewers are familiar with that structure, and it says quality subconsciously. Tip number 5, start strong. Basically, what you need to do is make a bunch of videos before anyone ever sees them, and then upload them all at once privately to YouTube. At that point, you can schedule them regularly. This is gonna do a couple of things. First, for Google and YouTube and the inside magical invisible algorithm, they're gonna see that you're reliable and you're serious about your channel. But far more importantly, your viewers are gonna see that you're serious about your channel when you're uploading regularly. This is also gonna protect you against your #1 enemy on YouTube, which is personal burnout. Scheduling these first videos when you have the time to is gonna create an upload buffer for you so that if you, oh no, I can't get a video out this week, what's gonna happen? It's okay. You've got something that's gonna come out and you're gonna be fine. You want as much peace of mind as possible. Tip number 6, that's a 4. Tip number 6, prioritize titles and thumbnails before you shoot your videos. Let this be a process of brainstorming and filtering which ideas are worth filming. Get with those trusted people that are helping you with your channel and figure out, just like brainstorm, be like, oh, what if we did this? Or what if we did this? Or, from the user's perspective of the first 2 things they see about your video are essentially the title and the thumbnail. What would they want to click on? Make a collection of these ideas, visual and title-wise, and think, what's funny? What are the best ideas? Narrow them down to the best ones you throw out there, and then you're only gonna be filming the best of the best. It's a really good idea. So there are a couple of ways you can go about this. You can either focus on keywords and that search engine optimization element, or you can focus mainly on the human element and what's a good experience, what's a funny thing that people aren't searching for but they can't help but click on. And there are different functions, different reasons why you might want to pick one of those strategies over another. They're both valid. If you combine them together, more power to you. So for example, one reason you might want to go with a keyword research strategy is if you're trying to build an audience reliably. To use a financial analogy, it's kind of like the 401k of the title game. You're not going to get massive growth, but it's going to be a steady improvement. So this might look like you're a business owner and you're trying to use YouTube to market your channel. You want to answer specific questions people are searching in the search bar, and you want to be the thing that pops up for them. That's great. If you want to focus on the strictly human approach, you're not going to be thinking about what people are typing. A really good example of this would be Casey Neistat's video, Bike Lanes. The title of that is literally Bike Lanes by Casey Neistat. No one is searching that, but that has like millions of views. I think it's 28 million right now. That's a really viral video, and it gave him a huge audience, and he expanded from there and became very successful on YouTube. So one of the biggest reasons that went viral isn't because the title was amazing, but because the thumbnail told the story accurately. Bike lanes have stuff in them, and that's annoying. And that piqued enough curiosity for enough people that they clicked on the video, and then the video was good enough and high quality and entertaining enough to keep them there. Small word of caution here. Remember, what people like, the algorithm will like. But catering for the algorithm doesn't necessarily mean that people will like your videos. If you want some good tools for how you can do keyword research better, you can use vidIQ or SEMrush, Answer the Public, or even just Google's fill in the blank search mechanism. What's it called? Autofill. Tip number 7, plan different types of playlists on your channel. Some people like to call these buckets, but these playlists or types of videos on your channel ought to be consistent. So for example, it'd be like, these are my how-to videos, and these are my daily vlogs, and these are my, I don't know, food videos. You don't always have to make the same video over and over again. You could make 5 different types of videos, as long as they kind of fit in to your channel, the overall theme of it. This is gonna help you in a couple ways. It's gonna help your viewers expect certain things. They're gonna be like, oh, I like his how-to videos, and they'll know exactly what they're gonna get when they click on that one. But it's also gonna help you in your experimentation and development process for your channel. It's kind of like making a little mini-series. If it works, great. If not, it was a fun run. Tip number 8, don't be afraid of unplanned content. I know we push preparation a lot on this channel, and we should, because it's a really important thing. But occasionally, you're best suited to just pick up the camera and start going. If you didn't film it while the time was available, you never got it. As long as you're willing to put the time and the energy and the resources into the editing part, the post-production part, this can be a really good way of discovering something new for your channel. Filming something that's more unplanned can be a way of innovating, and worst comes to worst, you can just not upload it and no one has to see it. And you learned something. Tip number 9 is to be playful. Nothing is so serious that you can't improve it with some good humor that fits your brand. Some people will go crazy with their edits and they'll put memes left and right and it'll go really silly, and then they'll like, do this thing, and that's great. And other people will just have a toned down sense of dry irony that they can pepper in, and that just makes it more entertaining for everybody. This is you specific, and that's what makes it you too. And if you're not showing your audience a little bit of you, you're not fulfilling your full potential on YouTube. Tip number 10, just start. Even if you tried to start your channel perfectly and make it just absolutely flawless, you're still gonna change something about it along the way because you probably haven't figured everything out from the beginning. That's just normal. Start somewhere. I do encourage you to change and to adapt, because you as a person and as a creator, you're going to be changing and adapting along the way, so you might as well let your channel do the same thing. Honestly, your audience is gonna like watching you change and grow and develop, because they're gonna feel like they're coming along with you on a journey, because they are. Another reason to just start now is that you probably have no idea how much good you can even do for the world. And a lot of people will benefit even from your early efforts. And the sooner you start on this journey of becoming a better YouTuber, the sooner you can use your voice to do some real good. So I hope this helped you consider some ideas that you hadn't considered before. And as always, we're your video allies. You've got this, we've got your back, and we can't wait to see what you create. Look at that face. If you heard any velociraptor gremlin snoring during that video, you can blame it on Leo, and you're welcome.